to make the same deal as what?
United States, $200,000.
$50,000 on the Raviachi. We're making the same contract that we have on the others.
The same exactly. With the change,
and
right?
he'll take a note for 6 months.
Okay. All right.
It starts here, in hotel lobbies, Hollywood, New York, Paris, Cannes, Rome, wherever the deals are made and movie stars gather. These men are here for one purpose. Showmen, promoters, gamblers, their aim is to get you to the box office. Is the movie business dying? There's one man who doesn't believe this talk, or he's too busy to listen. He's film distributor Joseph E. Levine. He hunts out films all over the world. He builds up a title or a star until you buy one or the other. Either way, he gets a piece of your dollar. The stakes are high. The market is the world.
And you're going to look at it and give me an answer.
Immediately.
If you want to make the same deal of $1 million, the English-speaking countries for $500,000, but you have to accept $50 million, $50,000.
Joe Levine won it big on his first throw, a film import called Hercules. No one could escape the pitch. 1 out of every 8 Americans paid to see it. His most recent winner, Sophia Loren, and more coming up.
Immediate thing. I need the material. I want to open in July.
Yes,
Very.
Wherever you are, small town or big city, he's out to sell you. And up to now, you've been buying.
$295,000 for the U.S. and Canada.
we don't mind about the box office in Italy. It must be good for you.
I see.
One contract for United States and Canada for $300,000. Another contract for the rest.
$4,000, $3,000, $600.
In the beginning, you did...
At the beginning. These are at the beginning. This is before the picture actually started to prove itself, Joe. As I have told exhibitors, and they know, and they agree with me, there's, as far as Two Women is concerned, when you get the right picture, there's no bottom to the well. When it comes to the reaction of patrons, there's no bottom to the well. $600 guarantee over here, in this particular case. Here is, where are my other guarantees that we got? Here, in October, New Bedford, $3,000 guarantee. Springfield, $4,000 guarantee. This is what we got. This was based upon the fine performance of Boston. Decided to say $5,000.
To Joe Levine, it's sweet music of the box office. But his mind is on other music still to come, still to be made. The showman must keep moving. For day-to-day operation, his top men know how to carry the ball.
Mr. Nathanson is calling.
Certainly. Would you like me to do that for you?
Would you kindly do that?
Sure. Who did you want me to check on?
Kim Novak.
Kim Novak?
Right.
All right, sir.
The hot top was just fair, but the driving was sensational, which is what I expected out of him. Now, what I want on this, and I want it fast, Charlie.
I sound like I'm selling. I'm not. I'm giving you factual information. In Washington, again, the Congress Theater in Washington on Monday night, $265. Tuesday night, $439. This is the picture all over the country.
I can't help, Jim. I got 15 guys in my office. They're laying out the things on Boccaccio 70, which have to go tomorrow, the main titles. All right? Excuse me?
Joseph E. Levine presents.
I put the name of the director first. Vittorio De Sica directs Sophia Loren. So we're using that as a stock background, which gives us the dealing with the 3 panels. Our little girl appears.
Joseph E. Levine presents Sophia Loren.
From New York to the Cannes Film Festival, via Paris, 8 hours by jet.
Lá dentro do cinema todo mundo se afogou.
todo mundo olha tanto pra você. Será pelo pé?
Não é.
Será o nariz?
Não é.
Será o tornozelo?
Não é.
Será o cotovelo?
Não é.
Você que é boa e que é mulher, me diga então por que é?
Dites-moi, Sophia, tournez cette expérience maintenant? Vous avez commencé le tournage?
I want you to do the best you can for my film, and we'll help you a lot.
I want you go in Caracas when
I will come for your opening in
He
September.
wanted to check how he's working.
Yes.
I have a big organization. I have 38 theaters.
Maybe
The best
then you
theater in
want
South
to know
America
that.
is mine.
You'll be good to my films, and I'll be very good to you.
Yes.
Now, we're going to make films like The Carpetbaggers, big.
Big.
And we have now a deal with Pearl Buck.
But for your film in Venezuela, I represent you in Venezuela.
All right.
Okay.
That's the way I want
need
it to be.
one
Very important.
business.
This is not for
many
one
business.
picture. This is for a lot of pictures.
Yes.
This deal that you made with me, very important for you.
Yes.
Because I'm anxious not to make this deal with you, is to know that I have a good distributor down there so I can give you plenty of product.
Che lui avrà 8 film.
Does he understand?
Yes.
Very important for me to know.
Una collaborazione.
Yes, I need you need me, because
Right.
I have a big organization.
We need each other.
Yes.
All right, get a hold of the Rizzoli guy and ask him if he's authorized to sell me the picture for $300,000. There's enough meat in this picture. Even
I
if
don't
have
think
to-
so that Kazati can take this responsibility.
Yeah, well, you see, if I offer Kazaki the 300, he'll relay it to Rome. Then when Rizzoli comes, and I'll see him tonight or tomorrow, I'll say I offered your man 300,000 for Rome, for Mondocani.
What's your reply?
What's the reply?
In short, I give him a check 50,000 to advance the whole deal. He keep his word 300,000 is no problem. You offer 300. If they say Germany sold, if the 300,000 has to go down.
If Germany isn't sold, you want me to reinstate my offer?
Would they do that? Yes.
All right, we know what to do.
Risite, beso. ¿En dónde vamos a bailar una cha-cha-cha?
All right.
Sofia, chi è? Ma non ti sento. E io no. Ma quando vieni qua a Cannes? Ah, ho capito. Pronto? Pronto? Pronto?
You and I have to make a deal. Because I don't want to split 3 ways.
No.
We will get a small percentage for distribution. The usual
Not
deal.
small, not so small.
You guarantee that? All right, you got a deal. We're partners.
You haven't been never a
Yes,
partner?
yes. All right, I'll see you downstairs.
Yes.
The Showman. Non, quel titre exact? Le titre exact?
Of human bondage.
Of
B-O-N-D-A-G-E.
B-O-N-D-G-E.
D-A-G-E.
Bondage.
Bondage. D.
Bondage.
Like a Domodossola. Goodbye.
Grazie, signora.
Bevete latte. Vorrei,
Non bevete latte?
She's just fabulous, isn't she?
Ça tient l'oreille.
When you're working with a fellow as powerful as Joe, that he's got go in him from all quarters. He's go, 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 go. And if you try to come into it, if you try to broach into it, if you try to involve yourself within the framework of his thinking, you collapse. You can't do it.
Well, I've worked for the toughest, including Goldwyn.
Sure.
And every day you hate him a little, but every day you'll learn something.
I
from
can't
him.
hate him. I saw in some
It's
pictures
not-
of this
it's not-
guy's
well,
eyes.
that's a
His
word.
eyes. He's got a very vulnerable part about him. He's got a feeling of sympathy. I mean it. What you have to do, I feel, I may be all wet on this, but what I feel you have to do for this guy, and it's a job for me too, even though he has a show of mine, is you go ahead and do something. Just go ahead and do it. Because when it comes off, boy, he's really with you.
He claims the idea for his own.
I don't know about
This is
that.
what you're accustomed to in this...
I don't know. I don't know him that well. I don't think that that's true, though.
Well, this is the big problem, I think, with Joe, that he's as good as any publicity man he'll ever employ.
Oh, now you said it. But anyway, ciao. Ciao. See you later.
Right.
See you. Bye. Hey, Morris, what about Kim Novak? Isn't she supposed to be here? Levine's boat's probably in now. You better get down to the dock. I'll see you later at the office.
Have your landing cards in your hand. Landing cards in your hand. Hey, here we are.
Well,
Stewards are bringing it right on.
Make it easy if possible.
Keep me out of the pictures here. I'm stuck in the case. This is it.
So where's Kim Novak? What happened to her?
Did you ever find her?
Yeah. She had left Malaga.
I thought she was in Russia.
Yeah, she'd come back from Russia. And she was in Malaga and had left with no forwarding address for a day. And no one didn't know whether she went south or the cable went south. You know, that could have even hurt Hercules.
Nothing can hurt her. Everybody died since I was away. What's going on?
Not really, not a hell of a lot, Joe.
Yeah.
There were two stupid articles in Variety
About what?
saying that Joe Levine, now everybody comes to see him for free advice and so on.
Oh.
Geez, that kind of stuff is ridiculous. People laugh at that.
Yeah. Let them laugh, as long as they write about it. That was a nice write-up we got in Time. Did you see last week's? It was very nice, very commercial, you know? Very commercial. And today, Sophie's on the cover, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right. Boy, it's nice to have white pages.
Hercules up to December 2nd.
December 2nd? Is Hercules Unchained? Did we get any money from them on that?
Hey, Hercules Unchained, we still owe them $70,000.
We owe them something. Must have overpaid us a lot.
But
Get a hold of Bob O'Brien.
Joe, before you take the dollar, Brian, you know...
What about Red? Did you get Red? I wanted to try and get this picture in England, maybe open the same month. In England, what's being done with their foreign department in England and in Paris and in Rome? Maybe we can bring them over there and have a big opening, give the picture to the Queen or something, you know. Have a command performance.
You can have advertising today. All your ads are done.
Wouldn't Red be the one to talk with?
Yeah, I'll call him. Yes. Put him on. Dave, how are you? I had a good rest. It's a little color on my face. I've already used up my whole 2 weeks vacation. I got ulcers, and I haven't been back 5 hours. I gotta leave again. Well, I'm gonna take an early plane.
That's why I want to handle this. Who's that from, you know? Oh. Now, one thing that's very close to all of us here, and one that we have to get cracking on immediately, is Hercules and Attila. Hercules should be our #1 project right now, Charlie, because of the time element. Because we'll lose, as I say, if we go TV with Hercules in the late fall, we're through, as far as commercial runs are concerned. Great film, it's big money.
Wow, what a crush this is.
The showman senses a possible victory. This time, he feels he's got a winner with Sophia Loren's performance in his picture, Two Women. And he's here to pick up the chips if she wins.
Would you please accept the Oscar on my behalf? And tell everyone in America I love them. Have Cable Wendell Corey designating you to receive award. If I win. Please be lucky for me again. Much love, Sophia. Tell everybody in America I love them.
Talking to Mr. Levine a little earlier, as you recall, and had his lovely wife with him.
Natalie Wood, in Splendor in the Grass.
What about Sophia Loren?
Sophia Loren? Sophia Loren, in Two Women. I was stating, the winner is Sophia Loren.
Plenty of broken hearts there. I was watching some of the people. Who didn't get it.
What do you want, slice? Is enough?
Think that's a good breakfast for a big fat man like me, Mimi?
No, I know. It is not enough. No.
How can you do a thing like that?
Yeah, but I...
Huh?
No, I know.
But people give up for this, Mimi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Very
right.
important.
Very important. Mm-hmm.
Makes a difference to Sophie of millions of dollars.
Oh, yes. For you, too.
For us, too, yes.
Yeah.
A little bit,
it was
not
a
as
surprise.
In Hollywood, for just a day, Joe finds time to see a new picture.
Hello? No, I just came in. I just had a screening and just arrived here. The Oscar. I told Carlo that it would win the Academy Award. You must remember, this is a great thing for Sophia. I'm supposed to give it to her. Bob Edwards just walked in. Would you hold on a minute, please?
Hello. Who's this? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. She's in constant touch with us on Sunday.
Oh, who do I call? Who do I send it to, Rosalie? My home.
Arrive home. Of all the fast trips I've made, this is the fastest. And I only have spent one night there. It's too much. Did I like that picture? I don't know. Too tired to tell. You're younger than me and you can't stand it. How do you know? You slept through half of it.
Yeah,
You were unconscious. I have no right to go to the screening in the condition I was.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. I thought I'd get arrested anyway to sleep, but now you can't stay up like that. You can't do it, and you're 40 years younger than I am.
Well,
Huh?
not quite.
30 years.
Arriving, PWA, 8:01, Sunday evening.
6 p.m.
Whatever it is.
Well, no, you better put it down.
Well, they'll call, won't they, TWA, and ask what time 8:01 gets in?
Shouldn't take long. She's still doing it 9?
He's in range right now. He should be on the gate 5 to 10 minutes.
10 minutes to go.
If you'll get the bag checks from Mr. Levine.
I asked if you too. I said, who's coming in of importance?
Mr. Levine.
Oh, Mr. Levine.
We won.
Okay. Now, here we go, please. Right here, one.
Certainly bouncing us around.
That's it. Come on. No, no.
You want to hold
I
up?
don't want, not the fireman squad, but...
Yeah, Joe. Just you first.
You alone. You want to come forward just a little bit, sir? Yeah. I'd like to see it, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Put your hand down, your left hand down a little bit, Joe, on the thing. No, put your hand down on the base a little bit so you see the whole thing.
This is the whole thing, yes.
That's the idea.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll do that again, Deb. That's cute.
Hello? Hello, this is Judd Parker at Embassy Pictures in New York.
Yes.
Well, it was suggested that I contact you regarding the playing of a picture of ours, the star of which just won the Oscar for the Best Actress of the Year. 2 Women with Sophia Loren in it. Are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. I have not. 2 women with
Sophia Loren. She just won the Oscar as the Best Actress of the Year.
Yeah, I know she won that.
And it is our picture, and we are distributing it.
Morning.
Good morning, Robert.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
These are 3 little Oscars.
Where did those come from?
From a company in Hollywood.
I've never seen that. What are those?
Somebody sent us from Hollywood. Tiny Oscars.
So
Is there a note in there?
No, nothing. I thought maybe they'd told you about it.
No.
Who's on it? They're all the same.
Gee, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
All right, how are you?
Fine and dandy. Last time I talked to you about a Columbus break when I was in Cincinnati, on 2 Women, you said that you preferred to wait until Academy Award time.
Hell, I'd have known it.
Well, last time I talked to you, you said
We didn't want to wait till the Academy Awards.
That's right. I have the note right here,
What's
Professor.
the deal on it, by the way?
This is a bring back in the thing. They're going to keep playing it as long as they can get a buck out of it.
All right, stay on it, Joe. Stay on. We're looking for about 3.5 million.
I think till they can go over 2,000.
Yeah.
I think after today, you'll probably do about 2,400.
Yeah.
Kids are out of school. Strike.
Very good. You're a smart man this morning. All I got to do is keep giving you Oscars. You'll continue to be a smart man. You're a great man. That's right. Oscar is on my desk, Joe. See you later, Joe.
I say muzzle tov.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
Which
Joe?
shall we want? Today's Joe?
Sam. You want to have a short meeting?
They say it's
Give you what I think we should do. You fellas will do whatever you want to do.
Now we're going to start doing this. I can't do anymore.
Must be turning over.
You know, we're still in that. You remember how long ago I told you in Phoenix we opened up in the 92-seat theater at $2,500? This must be 2.5 months ago. We're still in there.
You know, we're working 86 prints
in Los Angeles.
You know it.
Yeah.
But they're wildly excited about it.
I have the Miami brochures. They're good. Good and solid. And they're moving over into other theaters.
Is she or isn't she coming?
I cannot tell yet. Mr. Ponte arrives tomorrow, and when he arrives, we will know whether or not Sophia arrives. Arthur, I'm in an awful hurry. Can I get off?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Of course, 2 Women we're rolling. We've got this great break coming up to your territory. We know it's going to be just great fun, so we've got to saturate quickly. And there's good money in the show, Charlie. Real good money.
play up to your drive-ins especially. They
right
told
up
you
my
we'll
alley.
spend money, we'll give them a great campaign, and, but we've got to move on this fast.
I'll move fast now.
We'll give them a real old-fashioned Joe Levine campaign, you know what I mean?
Victory in Hollywood, box office receipts in New York, and in Boston, his hometown, honors for Joe Levine. Not too many years ago, with a can of film under his arm, New England was his territory. Today, it's the world. And his boyhood friends come over to see him.
Hey, Joe! Joe Levine!
His mother, sorry. Did you look at this week's Variety?
What's in there? Look at Joe. He took 12 pages in Variety. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is $1,000 a page, in case you don't know it.
I didn't know what it was.
It's $1 grand a page, yeah. Every time I do it, it's $1,000.
You went to Washington School. I went to Washington School.
My memory's pretty good, Maxie.
Back for a long, long while, too.
Listen, we had a teacher named Maggie Murphy in the 7th grade.
In the West End?
Did she murder me? Did she give me a beating, boy? 7th grade, Maggie
You
Murphy.
did away with those things.
I know what.
Too bad.
I think I got the last one.
We fight. You say you came on the ring.
I did.
We go in.
I get some here.
Hello, Joe.
I'll see you
best.
I'll see you upstairs.
I'll be back when you're okay, boy. See ya.
Distinguished guests, Joe Levine, our guest of the evening. This is one organization where the smile and the handshake is genuine, where the feeling is mutual. It was asked of me, can you pick out a West Ender who has all the qualifications for which the old-time West Enders stand for? I have one fellow, Joe Levine. I heard him talk on the telephone to Rome. And he said, will you excuse me a minute? And he got to the phone, and he happened to be talking to Sophia Lorenz. And what do you think he said over that telephone from Boston to Rome? He says, I have an old West Ender here. I can't talk to you very long. Wait till I get through with him. This is the man with the golden touch, and he's a golden touch. He's got a heart as big as himself. He sat here and I was listening to somebody give him a hard luck story, and I see he's making out a check for somebody he hasn't seen for 35 years. This man with the golden touch has got a golden heart too.
Mr. Chairman, fellow West Enders, distinguished guests, it would be wonderful for me to be able to stand here and recall the good old days of living in the West End of Boston. But in all honesty, I cannot do so. Because these were not wonderful days. These were very difficult days. in very difficult times. One day, one of my school chums, his name is Hilke. Is he here tonight? Hilke, there he is. God bless you, Hilke. 40 years I've been searching for Hilke and I found him.
When that guy stood up?
The committee for the West Enders came to see me when I was here. And they said they wanted me to, honeyman, and wanted me to talk about certain things and to tell about how happy I was in the West End, a wonderful place. I said, I don't want to be a guest of honor because I'm not going to say that. I never had 1 minute's happiness there. I never had a square meal there, and all I remember is misery.
Poverty.
And poverty, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Get yourself another boy.
Yeah.
Say what you want.
That's right.
Listen to this. You remember that bit about Hilke?
Yeah, and Hilke was there.
Really?
Did you know Hilke was there?
No, this is not a put-up job, but you thought it was. Yeah. I'm 56. This means when I was about 8 or 9, 48 years ago. I used to leave the school, the Washington school, go and sell papers. I used to sell broken cake.
In the bakery shop.
I used to buy, some cake. Then I'd go steal some wood. Steal. You know, I'd steal. As soon as I could lift anything, I was stealing. Where do you go every day, says Hilke to me. And the name stuck in my mind. I told him. He wants to go with me. He was a rich kid, you know, he had shoes, you know. So he went with me, papers, cake, wood. He starts crying. What are you crying about? Cold. Never occurred to me to be cold before. Until Hilke reminded me it's supposed to be cold, so I started to cry. But it stuck in my mind for 50 years. It's Hilke. So I put this in my speech. And when I got, I told about Hilke, Hilke got up. He says, Joe, I'm here. I'm Hilke. I'll tell you the rest of the story that you didn't hear.
Did you see him afterwards?
Wait a minute. Yeah. So I wondered why he didn't come over.
Yeah?
He didn't come near me afterwards either.
Probably as poor as
you remember what happened afterwards?
Yeah.
The line there.
Oh, sure.
Afterwards, it gave me an ovation. It never happened because I never spoke like that in my life.
Well, you were down to earth, Joe, just as...
Anyway, I got a letter a week later from Hilke. He says, I never knew you were the Joe Levine that I was reading about until I met your brother a year ago. I was so proud when he mentioned my name. Tells me about his life. He works in a meat market. He married a girl from the West End. They have a son. He saw me kiss my brother. Good night, he says. I wanted to come over and kiss you, but I was too shy.
How do you like?
I would like to see you sometime. He writes a beautiful letter. There's nothing I want from you. Just to see you and talk to you.
I wouldn't believe it. Isn't that
Can I tell you something?
Hello, Joseph.
Last night, at the, we came down for the fest at the ball.
Yeah.
Sloan came. He wouldn't spit on me for 25 years. Ignored me, was introduced to me 400 times. I told Rosie you have to take all these things in stride. People that you never wasted a moment on, that you never talked to you, never paid any attention to me because, you know, nothing. Who's this guy? He said, well,
do you remember?
Yeah.
When you were
Now,
but
how are you, my dear Joe?
This is a book.
Now we got a
You should
letter.
write a book, Joe.
Got a
These
letter
things
this
you're
week.
telling us, you know.
Got a letter this week from a woman in Idaho. I read an article in the Hearst paper, and, you know, and she wants to pay off her mortgage, $4,000, and we should send her the money by return mail, she says. There's no time to lose, and you have no right to ask me for security. I didn't ask her for anything. Because my husband's been an honest man, you have no right to question his integrity. She's having a fight with us.
Oh, the diet.
I'm one of Mr. Levine's admirers, not for Hercules, but for two women. And I think
Mr. Susskind and gentlemen, I must interrupt. Mr. Levine and Mr. Baker have arrived. Joseph Levine, who is here tonight through the courtesy of the First National Bank of Boston, which he owns. Mr. President of Embassy Pictures Corporation.
Now, there are too many people today, and I suspect you may belong to this tribe, who start out with the conviction that this will make the biggest buck.
People won't buy, the mass of people, the 80% of people don't want Raisin in the Sun and won't buy it.
Do they want Hercules and Hercules?
Yes, they did want Hercules because 25 million people saw it. That's just your opinion.
It is indeed.
But it did 10 times the business of your Raisin in the Sun.
That only
20 times the
business. The abysmal taste
you can't
of the mass
listen.
Public.
You can't dictate to the American people or to any people what they want to see. So darn right you can't.
No, that's true.
We have to pause for a couple of moments for the 11:30 news. Very much like the bell rings for the end of a round at St. Nick's. It's all happening on Radio WMCA.
Listen, you wouldn't do another Hercules today, would you?
Why not?
Because you don't
How
like
am I going to make this other joke?
Because you make money with two women. You did it
I
well.
made money with two women because I used the methods to sell two women that I used to sell Hercules. We nursed the picture like it was a baby. Made us $1 million.
You don't like Hercules. You know you don't. I'm talking about your work.
Can't get through.
Oh, answer. You don't.
First, gentlemen, take your seats. You're on the air again.
You suggested that perhaps you didn't like Hercules yourself.
I didn't suggest it.
You said maybe I didn't like it.
I just said maybe I didn't like
Well,
it.
did you like it or didn't you like it?
I liked it, yes, because I saw things in Hercules. Did you ever see it?
Yes, I did. Yeah. I had to go with my children. I mean, I thought it was a kind of an insult to movie intelligence. And I think that if you don't believe in it...
But it was held over in every theater it played.
So is Superman. Look, our job as picture makers is to do the thing we believe in, not the thing we think will make the biggest buck.
There must be a place in this country for the minority view. Because if we're only going to make the product that is considered great by the great mass, then we're in big trouble.
What do you think?
Well, I like it. Oh, this is the new one.
This is the new one. See? Now, I've developed a concept for Madame Saint-Gens. Now, I'd like to change something here. You've seen her this way. This earthy thing, like you said, two women all over again.
Yeah.
Let's make this the large one, which gives her the same earthy feeling, with her dressed so beautifully, with the same expression.
You know, I'd like to have you see this film. I think you ought to look at it before you go much further. I can arrange for it, and Bill Zimmerman's got the print.
All right.
There's a couple of scenes in there which you ought to see. There's one scene where she's pushing, trying to get something that's stalled in the mud, a team or a wagon, and then I guess that soldier back and pushed her, you know, by her, Hello? Yes? Yes, George? Yeah. I'm not sure on my schedule because we have Kim Novak here, and I may have to get back to a thing they're having for her.
Thanks, and I have to leave now to go to see Miss Novak at the hotel, and which is the only thing that could get me from this phone. Have you ever seen Miss Novak?
No, I haven't. I work 9 to 5. I don't get around very much.
Well, I work 9 to 5.
And you still get around.
And I go to the movies at night, so I see Miss Novak.
You go to the movies?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Thanks so much, dear.
I'll tell him.
Bye.
Who was that, Kim Novak?
Was she here, too?
You know who it is. I think it was. Oh.
We're fascinated.
People can disagree on many ideas and principles and ways of life. I think when it comes down to basics, men are men anywhere, everywhere.
Isn't that a wonderful Russian sable?
Oh, thank you.
A little warm for our weather, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you mind if I take it off, in fact? No, I had it from Russia, and This coat traveled through an avalanche. They had a big avalanche and couldn't get through to where I was going. Has the weather been nice here in New York?
The weather has been absolutely marvelous until today.
Oh, don't tell me I brought the cold. I brought the Russian weather with me.
Yes, well.
Reggie. Come down on this. That's it. Just like that's fine.
How you doing, dear? Did Kim Novak come in?
Novak came in, and I haven't seen her.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead with the invitation thing.
Okay, dear.
All right. Can I show you one more thing? They're really very nice shots.
She's a nice girl. Nice girl.
I'm wearing leggings
Take long?
No, sir. There's your invitation to the party. I am having some of the boys.
Is she right there?
Yeah. How about this?
All right.
Then they'll put it with the other Oh, these long names.
That's sweet.
It's not the best.
Hey, where's Tony Randall? I gotta get his on.
I've tasted the joys of living, where my heart fell flat on its face. Hey, who can deny me the right? No,
I'll read it tonight after I've had 15 to 20 scotch. It'll be nice. We will love it.
the glory. I've got the rights to the
Good morning, Robert.
Morning.
Joe Levine with that showman's touch. Ready to take a curtain call with his star, Sophia Loren. New York to Rome, non-stop jet.
Come, more, please. Just dropped a bomb shot on this. I'll talk to you later.
That's the bomb show. Mort Nathanson calling. Hi, Muscle. I've been better. I have a serious problem. Joe and I are parting company. Well, I guess it's a job I never should have taken in the first place. I still have the same opinion of Joe. He's a very decent human guy. And we had that kind of a meeting at 8:30 this morning, in which he said that he thinks that I'm a very decent guy, but he doesn't know at this point how I could fit. It's a rough go. Max, I'd like to have lunch with you sometime soon.
Alitalia announces the departure of its jet flight 611, non-stop from New York to Rome.
We would like to give you...
That's right.
La comida es muy buena. La felicidad no.
Every man.
almost tired.
Joe ha invitato Sophie, che voleva tanto vedere il film, che sarà qui per 2 minuti.
Ah, va bene, allora potremmo parlare.
I brought Sophia's Oscar with me.
Ah, portato l'Oscar.
Ah, Sofia, sì, sì, bravo.
Siamo altri a sbronzarci, qui se non teniamo questo champagne diventiamo degli alcolizzati.
Sofia.
Un'altra pellicola che la
Carlo!
Joe is a Joe di modello.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes? Oh, boy, you know. Yes,
How shall I do?
If you know how those people regard you, Sophia.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
When you told me, I didn't believe it, Philip.
Where are they? Let's pull up.
You must say
Remember
that. You
when
must
Sophie
say that.
says, I just want to win a nomination, nothing else.
Yeah.
But then when I got the nomination, I just want to win. That's all.
For
That's
now.
all.
But what are you going to do next year? Going to win it again in Boccaccio.
I would like to have another nomination.
$50, I bet you.
All right.
Boccaccio next year. Hey, yes!
No, 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 no.
Chi è che ti dirà?
Per favore. Un momento.
No.
Ma dico, è
Guarda
girato.
che se scoppia la mano meno male.
È metà in fuori. Tieni,
Forza, luce!
E se lei
Now,
no.
look, your brother might be warm.
Forza, forza!
Dai, 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 dai.
Sopra la statuetta, eh? No, no, no.
Forza!
Prende via. Niente.
Muovi sulla statuetta, un pochino! Ecco. Commenta.
Because it's not, it's cold. It's not cold.
Che imparo così?
La parte del glutine, vai, tu c'è, non è freddo.
Dai, dai.
Right.
I bicchieri pronti.
Aspetti,
Devo andare.
It's dead, that's why. It's business. Now, you never would believe it.
Oh, wait a minute, ready? 4-1.
Leave it there. Don't take it
Rome to Boston. And Joe can't resist a stopover in his old Boston office before the next campaign.
Hey! You're still handsome.
Meet my brother, Norman. Joe Levine?
How are you?
How are you, Joe?
You giving him a hard time?
No, we've worked him over a lot.
He's giving me a You're looking well. How do you feel, Joe?
Hey!
Wanted to say hello. How are you, Joe? Nice seeing you. The last time I saw you, Joe, you were on your way to Rome. No, so how are you, Joe?
All right, sit down.
Con, how
You want a drink?
From Con.
I'm having a ball.
All I know is he comes back from Con, the next day I see Joe Levine left for England.
Joe, I'll never forget when you came back to Duel in the Sun with Selznick and Jennifer Jones, how exciting it was, and you got a few other pictures.
You know, this picture, two women, could very easily have come in and sneaked out. Nobody would have known it was here. But we didn't allow that to happen. We'll do between 3.5 and 4 million.
Well, how do you account for that, Joe?
Because we distributed this film ourselves.
Yeah,
And I'm proud of the way we did it.
yeah.
You know, I used to think that when we were in the Gaiety years ago, that if you opened the picture and you took an ad big enough, people had to come. And it was true. But it's no longer true now, because the saturation has been worked to death. They don't want it anymore. Someday it'll be good. Someday when everybody has forgotten about it, I'll come in, I'll give them a sneak punch. And it'll go.
Yeah.
When you have the picture, every picture has to be hand-tailored with a different campaign to suit the picture.
I read in the paper where Russ traveled some fantastic number of miles last year. You know, you're vying with him for a mileage record.
Well, I think he beats me. I'll tell you where I have to go in the month of July.
Yeah.
I have to go to London, Hong Kong, Berlin.
Separate trips, Joe?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to consolidate.
Yeah.
Rome, of course. And I got my
How do you like that?
But they won't be, it can't be one trip.
Does it become tiresome after a while, Joe?
It's not good. It became tiresome years ago.
Isn't that fantastic? It's terrific, Joe.
It's not terrific, it's tiresome. One day. Bishop. Vamos bailar, cha cha cha.